Hi students, today we are going to see the topic is agent communication. That is Unit 4, second topic. In that agent communication, we are going to see how the data is communicated or exchanged or transferred between the multiple agents in the environment. In that slide, first one, so they're giving that first of all we have to know what is an communication. Communication is just a exchange of information between the two agents or multiple agents. Normally we are normally human peoples normally we are using the languages, natural language for communication. We can share our feelings or we can share our information to other peoples, so we have to convey the information from one person to another person using our natural language. It depends on the state and country. When come to the machine world, the agents can transfer the information from one agent to another agent. We can say that it is on action because an agent that the artificial intelligence normally is doing a different set of an actions. Here we are communicating the information from one agent to another agent is all or we can consider as it is an action. So here we can say that this is an speech act. Speech act. A speech act is telling the how the communication has happened between the different types of an agent. Here we are having the keyword speaker, hearer, utterance. First of all, we see the who is speaker. Speaker is a sender. The first keyword is speaker. Speaker is nothing but is a sender. Hearer. Second one is hearer. Hearer is similarly we can say that is a receiver. Then third one is utterance. Utterance means it's information. What information we are transferring from one agent to another agent. Then we come to the fundamental of languages. Normally we can say that we have the two types of languages. One is formal languages and second natural languages. For natural languages means we human are speaking in our different types of country. But formal languages normally the machines can handling this type of languages. Example we have that LISP, first order logic. So these are all the internal representation languages. So normally we are using for communicating or understanding for the machines. Then formal languages we are making it as by using a single keywords or characters, symbols, strings like that, because every word is form of using a different types of characters and symbols, so that the strings a set of strings making the sentence. So we have the different types of strings and characters, symbols are used in the formal language. Then when come to the national language, so the characters and symbols making the words and sentences. So single words and sentences we can say that it is an phrases. That group of phrases making the complete sentence in the formal language. Here we have different types of phrases, noun phrase, verb phrase, and a combination of a noun and verb phrase making the sentence. So we can say that is NP, BP, yes, like that. The next one is component steps for communication. A typical communication episode, we have the different types of components. Here totally we can have 7 types of components here. 3 components in the speaker, that is the center side, and 4 components in the receiver side, that is the hearer side. When come to the speaker side, we have the 3 components. First one is intention. Intention is we are first have to know that what are the symbols we are using. For the speaker we are using the symbol S, and hearer it represented as H. Proposition is P. Proposition means what information we are going to share. Then W is the words, the collection of words making the information, that is a collection of W making the proposition. So when come to the first one, intention means that speaker is going to share the information to the hearer H using the P. P means information. Second one, generation. Then as a speaker is choosing the words W. What are the words? It has to, or that agent, it has to collect and making the sentence and transfer to the receiver side. That one is generation. Third one is synthesis. Synthesis means is a collection of words making the sentence, and it has to pass to the receiver side with the uh, correct meaning or the correct original information. Then when come to the hearer side, we have the four components. First one is perception. Perception means the input. H is hearer. Hearer is receiving some information from the sender, that is a speaker. So that is W. So it is taking that the hearer is receive. Receive means perception. It is receiving some information by the speaker, that is W. And second one, analysis. In the receiver side, that is the H, hearer side, it has to infer the what are the words which has come from the sender side. So it has to find what are the meanings and what are the words, and like that. When come to the third one, but every word it has a different meaning. That is, we can say that is a character is ambiguity. That is the third one, disambiguation. So every word is having the different types of meaning. So the hearer, the receiver has to find which meaning is correct or which one is original. So it has to find, and it has to confirm with the center side. The fourth one is incorporation. Incorporation means it has to find this is the information, it has come from the center side, so it has to believe this is the correct information. That is the incorporation. So when come to the next one, we are using the two models for communication. One is an encoded message model, and second one is situated language model. Encoded message model is simply the information is shared between the sender and receiver. So if the sender, that is a speaker, is sending some message to the receiver side, the receiver has to decode that information, and it has to read that. Because of communication, we are normally using the encryption for security purpose. The receiver is correctly decoded, and it has to find what it means. So if there is any problem in the decoder side or receiver side, so we have to find out the what is the problem is exist in the center side or in the communication encryption side. That is a noise. So when come to the second situated language model, in this model we are sending some information from sender to receiver. So we have to send one extra parameter, that is called situation. What is our current situation? So here we have to send the information plus current situation. So if the receivers receive that information, so you can know that at what situation we are sending the message. So the receiver can easily understand the whole environment of the information. So it is easy to understand. Next we come to the types of communication agents. The communicating agents, they are having the different methodology for message sharing the information. The first one is they are using the internal representation language. Internal representation language means they are using that LISP, uh, proportional logic, predicate logic, like that. This is our internal language they are using to communicate between these agents. Second one is they are using some external language to transfer the information. Generally they are using external language is English. That is the second one. First one is they are using internal language. Second one is they are using the external language to communicate. First one is they are using the internal language. The method is tell and ask method. Here what happened, they are sharing the information, they are using some interfaces, tell and ask interface. They communicate with each other. Here we have the two agents, agent A and agent B. Here the agent sending some information to agent B. So here the given the notation is tell KB, that is knowledge base. Then P means here the information. That P information is passed from A to B. It means the A is sending the information to the B. The B it has to store that information in B's knowledge base. So now the information now it has to be forwarded to B. Second example, the information Q it has to be transferred from A to B. What it means that Q information is now received in the knowledge base of B agent, that is KBB. Then next one is communicating using tell and ask. Here we have some difficulties in this method, tell and ask method. It is using some international representation language. It means it is using some symbols and notations, everything in the language. If two agents is using different language or different symbols for different meaning, or different words or different keyword or different notations, on different notations they can use. If they are using a single keyword for different meaning or for different notation, means there is some confusion will occur. So we are not easy to convey our message in clear. Next was communicating using formal language. This is using the formal language, so they can share the information between the two agents using the external language. Here what will happen, then internal representation is converted to formal language, that is external language. That external language again convert to the internal representation. So communication exist it will happen by using the some other external language. Then they can update their knowledge base and they can send or receive the information between the multiple agents. Thank you.